Is it really possible that Mars was once a habitable planet? To explore this fascinating question, NASA has launched plenty of missions exploring the red planet, with each finding reshaping our understanding of our celestial neighbor. For example, the Perseverance Rover recently found organic compounds in Jezero Crater, a site that was once covered by water. Plus, fluctuations in methane levels hint at hidden processes taking place under the surface. So, join us for today's video, as we're going to uncover some of the strangest and bizarre discoveries found on Mars. Number 15. Strange lights. While exploring Mars in 2019, NASA's Curiosity rover captured a photograph showing a bright flash in the distance. The sudden glow caught public attention and quickly stirred speculation about alien life. Scientists later explained that the phenomenon was likely linked to a spike in methane gas levels, possibly enhanced by sunlight reflecting off the surface or scattering in Mars' thin atmosphere. Similar events have been seen before and are often caused by cosmic rays, high-energy particles traveling close to the speed of light from distant stars or galaxies. When these particles strike the rover's camera sensors, they can create momentary bright spots in images. Cosmic rays have been studied since the Apollo era, but their appearances on Mars continue to intrigue researchers. Each sighting offers new information about the planet's environment and the cosmic influences it faces, reminding us that even fleeting events can deepen our understanding of our planetary neighbor and the wider universe. Number 14. Doorway to Mars. Mars continues to surprise us with its unusual and intriguing landscapes. Recently, an image revealed a rock formation strikingly similar to a doorway carved into the planet's rugged terrain. This distinct shape has stirred excitement and curiosity, particularly among those fascinated by the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Could it be the entrance to a Martian dwelling or even an underground settlement? The likeness to a doorway is remarkable and has fueled the imagination of many. While it's tempting to draw alien conclusions, the reality is likely natural. Mars is filled with unique rock shapes formed by wind, erosion, and other environmental forces over millions of years. Still, the idea of a doorway on another planet captures the spirit of exploration and the thrill of the unknown. This discovery highlights how much remains to be learned about Mars. Each new finding adds another clue to the planet's past and its mysteries. Number 13. Morse Code on Mars. The Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter captured a curious sight in the Hegeson field, patterns of dots and dashes across the planet's surface that resemble Morse code. While they look like a coded message, attempts to translate them produce meaningless results. These markings lie inside a circular depression, an ancient impact crater near Mars's North Pole. Winds entering the crater are redirected by its sloping walls, splitting into opposing currents that sculpt the sand into distinct shapes. Short, rounded marks form when the wind moves in one direction, while elongated lines appear when it shifts. The result is an arrangement that resembles deliberate symbols, but is entirely natural. This interplay between terrain and atmosphere shows how Mars's environment can create striking patterns that spark human imagination. While not evidence of communication, these formations highlight the complexity of the red planet's surface and the power of its natural processes, adding another fascinating detail to our growing picture of Mars. Number 12. The mysterious pyramids of Mars. Weird landforms in Mars's Cydonia region have fascinated scientists and the public for decades. The intrigue began in 1976, when NASA's Viking 1 orbiter photographed terrain showing what appeared to be a massive human-like face alongside pyramid-shaped structures. Many interpreted these images as evidence of an ancient Martian civilization, drawing comparisons to Egypt's pyramids and imagining lost architectural achievements. This sparked interest from scientists, space enthusiasts, and conspiracy theorists alike. Later, high-resolution images from the Mars Global Surveyor and Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter revealed the formations to be natural geological features, sculpted by wind erosion and weathering over millions of years. The face was a classic example of pareidolia. The mind perceives familiar shapes in random patterns of light and shadow. Even so, the so-called Martian pyramids have embedded themselves in popular culture, appearing in books, documentaries, and shows like Doctor Who. Number 11. Bones on Mars. Mars continues to intrigue with strange rock formations that spark wild speculation. Recently, a small cluster of rocks drew attention online because one bore a faint resemblance to a bone. Some claimed it looked like a thigh bone, but this is far more a trick of perception than reality. Mars's surface is largely covered with rocks and etched with marks left by dust devils and wind erosion. Such shapes show how easily our minds find familiar patterns where none exist. This is pareidolia, the brain's tendency to match random forms to known objects. There's no proof of bones or life here. Instead of chasing unfounded theories, it's worth appreciating the remarkable work done by the rovers sending back images from this distant world. There's an immense amount to explore and understand without stretching the facts. Real science and the wonder of space exploration are captivating enough, keeping curiosity alive while revealing Mars' true and complex nature. Number 10. The face on Mars. Over 40 years ago, the Viking 1 mission delivered the first detailed images from Mars. Among them was a photograph that captivated the world, a landform that appeared to be a human face sculpted into the planet's dusty surface. The resemblance was strong enough to ignite speculation about intelligent life. Tabloids amplified the story, dubbing it the monkey face and other playful names. While some took the image literally, believing it to be proof of a past civilization, scientists were focused on searching for microscopic organisms, not monumental carvings. Subsequent high-resolution photographs revealed the face to be a natural mesa, its features created by shadows and perspective. It became a textbook example of pareidolia, where the mind perceives familiar shapes in random visual patterns. Despite being debunked, the image remains one of the most iconic symbols of Mars exploration, illustrating how human imagination can transform ordinary features into enduring legends that fuel curiosity for decades. Number 9. Ancient Lake Clues. NASA's Curiosity rover has been steadily working with its mastcam to investigate Mars, uncovering compelling details about the planet's past. One of its more intriguing finds isn't an actual lake, but evidence left behind by one. The rover identified tiny fragments of vivid yellow crystals scattered across the ground. These are composed of elemental sulfur, a mineral rarely seen in such clarity on Mars. Measuring only about 5 inches in total, these fragments may be small, but they hold valuable clues. Scientists believe the crystals formed when water once covered the region, drying up billions of years ago. This supports the idea that Mars once had liquid water, creating conditions that could have sustained life. Sulfur minerals have appeared in other parts of the planet as well, suggesting a rich chemical history. The presence of these compounds reveals critical information about Mars's ancient environment and its transformation over time, offering another piece in the puzzle of its potential habitability. Number 8. The mysterious tangle of Mars. This unusual sight appeared in an image from NASA's Perseverance rover, what looked like a tangled knot of string. The object's pale, twisted fibers bore no resemblance to the planet's natural features, making it seem entirely out of place. Some thought it looked like dried plant material, others like spaghetti. NASA offered no immediate explanation, allowing speculation to grow. The most likely answer is that it came from Perseverance itself. During the rover's dramatic 2021 landing, fragments from equipment such as cords or insulation may have scattered across the surface. This theory gained weight when the rover later photographed a piece of thermal blanket lodged in nearby rocks. Still, the tangle has kept attention fixed on the mission's images. Even if it's a remnant from Earth, it serves as a reminder that each new picture from Mars can stir excitement, questions, and the drive to keep searching for the unexpected. Number 7. Mars's giant volcano Olympus Mons stands as the largest volcano and tallest known mountain in the solar system. Towering about 13.6 miles high, it rises nearly 3 times taller than Earth's Mount Everest. Spanning roughly 373 miles across, its summit caldera stretches around 50 miles wide. The volcano formed from extremely fluid basaltic lava, which flowed slowly, creating gentle slopes of about 5 degrees. These gradual inclines allowed Olympus Mons to expand to its immense size. Scientists believe it began forming billions of years ago, though some lava flows suggest it may have been active as recently as a few million years, relatively recent in planetary terms. Located in Mars' Tharsis region, Olympus Mons is part of a massive volcanic province that shaped the planet's geology and climate. Mars' weaker gravity and thin atmosphere contributed to its towering height and sprawling base. Studying Olympus Mons provides crucial insight into volcanic processes beyond Earth and the dynamic history of our solar system. Number 6. Twisted spikes on Mars. It seems almost alien in appearance. While exploring a crater, NASA's Curiosity rover found sharp, spindly rock spikes jutting from the surface in twisted shapes. Their strange form looked as if it belonged in a science fiction scene. Scientists concluded these structures formed naturally, likely when mineral-rich water cemented fractures in the ancient sedimentary rock. Over time, the softer surrounding material eroded away, leaving the harder, twisted spikes exposed. The process, shaped over countless years, created jagged structures that now stand as striking markers in the Martian landscape. Mars, though dominated by dust and rock, proves time and again that its geological processes can produce unexpected beauty. Each unique formation adds to the growing picture of the planet's history, revealing clues about its environmental past. These spikes are another reminder that Mars is a dynamic world, where even its most barren regions hold surprises that continue to intrigue scientists and explorers alike. Number 5. Mars dust devils. Mars is home to powerful dust devils, swirling wind funnels that race across its dusty terrain. NASA satellites have captured images of strange, tangled lines etched into craters, created by these spinning winds scraping the surface. While the name sounds dramatic, dust devils are simply intense columns of rising air lifting dust and sand. On Earth, especially in arid regions, they can last over an hour, growing large enough to disturb small structures. Mars experiences similar events, with its thin atmosphere allowing these whirlwinds to travel vast distances. They can stir up enormous dust storms, sometimes enveloping the entire planet and altering weather patterns. Dust devils also play a practical role in Mars's climate by lifting dust high into the sky, influencing atmospheric conditions. Remarkably, they can even clean the solar panels of rovers, extending their operational life. Each encounter offers scientists valuable insight into how wind and weather continuously reshape the Martian surface over time. All right, guys, now let's move to number 4, Mars Canals. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, astronomers believed they had discovered canals on Mars, long, straight lines observed through telescopes. The misconception began with Italian astronomer Giovanni Schiaparelli, who described these features as canali, meaning channels. However, English-speaking scientists mistranslated the term to canals, implying artificial structures built by intelligent beings. The idea captured public imagination, inspiring stories about advanced Martian civilizations. As telescope technology improved, astronomers realized these lines were not engineered waterways, but optical illusions caused by light and shadow patterns across the surface. By the early 20th century, the canal theory was widely dismissed, though it had already left a lasting mark on science fiction and popular culture. While the canals proved to be a myth, the fascination with Mars only grew stronger. Today, advanced spacecraft and rovers continue the search for real evidence of water and possible life, building on and correcting the visions that once shaped early planetary science. What's your take on this? Number 3. Valles Marineris. Valles Marineris is one of the largest and most striking features in the solar system. Stretching roughly 2,500 miles across Mars' equator, it is up to 125 miles wide and nearly 4 miles deep. First captured in detail by NASA's Mariner 9 spacecraft in the early 1970s, the canyon dwarfs anything on Earth. Scientists believe it formed through tectonic processes when Mars's crust stretched and cracked, producing massive rifts. Over time, erosion, landslides, and possibly flowing water widened and deepened its channels. Some sections reveal layered sedimentary rock, hinting at ancient lakes or rivers and suggesting Mars once hosted liquid water. This possibility excites researchers, as it points to conditions that may have supported life on the planet in the past. The canyon's scale and complexity make it a key focus for ongoing exploration. Number 2. Happy Face Crater. One of Mars' more lighthearted features is the Happy Face Crater, visible from orbit and monitored for over a decade. This crater, with markings resembling a smiling face, has been closely studied by the High-Resolution Imaging Science Experiment, which is in short, HiRISE, aboard NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. Detailed images show that erosion caused by thermal activity is slowly reshaping the crater, making the facial features even more defined. Variations in sunlight and temperature trigger gradual changes in the surface material, subtly altering its contours. The eyes and mouth remain visible despite these shifts, giving the impression of an ever-cheerful expression. While purely coincidental, the pattern continues to capture interest from scientists and the public. Observing its changes provides valuable insight into Mars' dynamic surface processes. The Happy Face Crater serves as both a geological subject and a playful reminder that even in the cold, distant reaches of another planet, Mother Nature can create shapes that resonate with human perception and curiosity. Number 1. Metallic Mystery. A sudden metallic glint on Mars caught worldwide attention in 2016 when NASA's Curiosity rover encountered an unusual rock that stood apart from all others. It wasn't just brighter, it was smoother and shaped vaguely like an egg. Scientists eagerly examined it, and analysis revealed it was a meteorite composed mainly of iron and nickel, with traces of phosphorus and other elements. Roughly the size of a golf ball, it held intriguing clues. While meteorites of this composition are common on Earth, finding one on Mars raises new questions about its origins and the forces that shaped it. Its shiny surface and distinctive form stood out against the dusty terrain. Using laser spectroscopy, NASA confirmed its unusual makeup, sparking interest in whether Martian meteorites differ from those reaching Earth. This find suggests Mars may have its own unique collection of space rocks, altered by its thin atmosphere and harsh climate, each holding a fragment of the planet's untold history. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you soon in the next one.